this is my life now. No.
They fined you $150 for not playing Undertale?
I know, right? These cops.
I would have fined you $500. You haven't played Undertale yet?
Really? You too? Play Undertale. Fine, okay, I'll play Undertale. Here I go. I'm playing Undertale. It's Halloween, just in time for my top 10 Secrets of Undertale list. The video you're about to view contains a number of spoilers for the game Undertale. Please only watch if you have already beaten the game or have no intention of playing it through yourself. You've been warned. In our number 10 spot. Isn't that cute? I got a lot of friends out of that. I beat the game, they're all my buddies. I got a sweet new goat mom and goat dad. It couldn't get better. Now let's kill everyone. Well, that was fun. Now everybody's dead.
What the hell? You said we were gonna go walking in the snow! We can't go walking in the snow now!
Don't worry. I got it figured out. I just wanted to see what would happen. I have a solution.
A solution to the corpse in our living room?
Yeah, man. A reset button.
A reset button.
Yeah, watch. I believe I fixed the reset button. And there she goes. One last pass at us. One last glimpse for our pacifist ending. Nope. There, all tucked into our bed. Please don't wake up. Pro tip, if you're gonna do a pacifist run, don't do a genocide run first. It messes things up. In our number 9 spot. I'm coming to save you, Alphys. Don't do anything irrational. In the bathroom, I'll save you. You just gotta sit tight. I'll be right there. This isn't a bathroom, is it? So you managed to beat Omega Flowey, did you? Well, congratulations. You got the neutral ending. But if you want to get the true pacifist ending, you're gonna have to take a trip to the true laboratory. Next, you're gonna tell me that Alphys keeps her pet lab inside of the lab inside of her lab. Oh, she does have a pet lab, does she? Inside of her lab inside of her lab. It's a lab made out of 5 labs, therefore it's like 15 labs worth of labs. I need an aspirin. While there are a lot of weird things in the true laboratory, probably the strangest is in this room right here. The giant mechanical structure you see before you is actually the bare-bones skeleton of Flowey's neutral boss form that you fight prior to entering the true laboratory. Just in case you didn't get enough of that eldritch abomination that you just finished fighting. Isn't he beautiful? In our number 8 spot. In our number 7 spot. Okay, so I just have to go this way, and eventually I'll make it to town and find a market where I can sell my gear and... Oh, hey there, little guy. What are you doing out here in this frozen wasteland? Oh, and you even got a giant sword. Who has a giant sword? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, Mr. Puppy, you drive a hard bargain. Looks like I'm gonna have to give you pets. That's the only choice you're giving me here. Who likes his pets? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I think this is becoming a problem, dog. This is now an issue. You know, with most dogs, they say that their bark is worse than their bite, but in your case, your neck is worse than everything. Have you considered seeing a chiropractor? Do dogs even have chiropractors? These are all questions that I've never had to ask before, but thanks to you, it's now at the forefront of my agenda. So good on you, dog. Good on you. In other dog-related news, Sans piles hot dogs on top of your head if you buy too many when your inventory's full. If you felt your game didn't have enough hot dogs or hot dog physics, here you go. In our number 6 spot. So you played through, you beat Undertale, you saw the credits, you got whatever ending you wanted, and then you decided, hey, you know what would be pretty cool? I'd like to be one of the characters I met while playing this game. S-A-N-S. Okay, let's try A-S-G-O-R-E. This isn't working. Well, gee, in Zelda I named my character Link, and he's actually called Link, so I may as well call Frisk, Frisk. Oh, buddy, it's hard mode. Let's do this thing. Yes, that's right. If you type in the name Frisk as your name at the start of the game, you can actually play a demo of the hard mode that Toby Fox eventually wants to implement in the game. This version features some of the more difficult enemies appearing earlier, as well as the introduction of some new enemies that were not previously seen. Alternatively, you have the option of naming yourself Papyrus, which is almost Papyrus, and believe it or not, Papyrus will allow it. You just want me to use this name because you misspelled your own name in a word jumble, didn't you, Papyrus? I'm on to your tricks. In our number 5 spot. So it's no mystery that throughout Undertale, you mostly play as a heart. So what if I told you that you're actually the most boring heart in the whole game? You're a red heart. Who wants to be the red heart when you have the option to be literally any other color? When you make it to the end of the game, you find a room full of coffins, and each coffin has a different color heart on it, representing one of the other fallen humans, one of the 7 required to open the gate and free the monsters from the underground. Now, there is a golf minigame that you can play that will sort of give you insight based on what weapons and items you're carrying and how quickly you're able to get the ball into the hole. But the easiest way of telling how these humans actually were while they were still alive is by observing the various bosses that you encounter in the game. The simplest chart that I could possibly design for you is Doggo is the light blue soul because you have to wait to be able to attack him. Asgore is orange because he prevents you from being able to use mercy. He's the only fight that requires you to attack him. Papyrus is dark blue because his ability causes gravity, forcing you to have to actually acrobatically dodge his moves. Purple is most represented in Muffet, where you're required to not only look at note cards to know what attacks are coming next, but also the creatures that come to attack you form along note lines, like the notes in a song. Undyne was most represented in the green soul, because you needed to help her in order to actually beat the boss fight. Mettaton was represented by the yellow soul, because you needed to shoot with absolute precision to be able to take him out during any of his forms. And all that forms the colors of the rainbow. I hope this was an educational experience for you. In the number 4 spot. We did it, Moomin! We made it through the entire game! All of our friends are saved, it's a pacifist ending, we just have to go through that door and end the game, and oh my gosh, Moomin, I can't believe... Moomin, no, the ending is that way. Okay, Moomin, I hope you're content. Welcome to Hotlands. It's still Hotlands. Yeah, like, I guess the dialogue's a little bit different on some of the characters. I guess that's kind of cool, but we really should go back to the ending. Okay, yeah, Waterfall's pretty cool, Moomin, but we have to go back. You're losing focus here. The ending's that way. I can't believe you dragged me to Snowden, Moomin. Moomin, don't be thinking what I think you're thinking. If we go any further back, there won't be any fast travel. And then what'll happen to us? We'll have to physically walk places. It'll take like an hour for us to get back to our starting position of the end of the game. I mean, what, are you gonna be proud of yourself? Proud of yourself, the fact that you made it from the start of the game to the end of the game and then the end of the game to the start of the game? Is that the point that you're trying to get across, that you can play it backwards? Cause Moomin, I tell you, I play a mean game of front gammon if that's what you're after. Boy, that was a really exciting thing we saw at the start of the game, wasn't it, Moomin? I really hope that other people see it and actually go to the start of the game after they beat a pacifist run before ending the game, Moomin. And they should make sure to go through all of the dialogue options so that they can get the full experience. That I think is really the best way to go about it. In the number 3 spot. Now I know the game just started, Snake, but you should probably wait for Toriel to get back. Huh. Waiting. Right. I'll patch Toriel into your comms so it's easier to communicate. I'm here, Toriel. Tell me what you want me to do.
Stop, please. Come back here with my cell phone.
In addition to that little exchange, if you wait long enough in the room she tells you to wait, you also have the option to communicate with her. If you opt to not only call her mother, but then flirt with her twice after doing so, she will react appropriately for your perverted behavior. Doing this also does have consequences for the ending of the game. Be careful what you say. Your reputation in the underground hangs in the balance. In the number 2 spot. Do I write papyrus in yellow? Or in pink? I don't know what to choose. If you go to the room full of Froggets at the start of the game and go to the 3rd Frogget, he will offer you the option to remove yellow text from the game. If you speak to him again afterward, you can also make the unhighlighted spare options into pink highlighted spare options. Better yet, when you go to the garbage dump later in the game and check one of the garbage piles, you can find those yellow words thrown in the garbage. That goes to show you that even changing the color of your fonts has consequences in Undertale. But Timbertaft, you say, I don't prescribe to either liking the color yellow or the color pink, or not colors at all. What can I do? Well, in your case, if you happen to be into voyeurism, you can check a crack in the wall in the same room as the other 3 Froggets to find another Frogget. Yes, that's right. Aren't you happy he's here? I know I am, even though he doesn't actually do anything. You're welcome. In our number 1 spot.
Name, please.
Hi, I'm Tammy.
You're on the list. Right this way, man. Nice kid.
Hello, good sir. I would like to enter this establishment.
Name, please.
I'm Timbertaft.
You ain't on the list.
I must be on the list. I'm Timbertaft.
Look, buddy. You ain't on the list. Alright? Now, you don't want to go in there anyways. Right? You get in there, you're gonna have a bad time. Alright? Enjoy this weather. See this? The leaves are turning? It's fall. Red. My favorite color. Anyways, go enjoy the day. Do yourself a favor. You don't want to get in.
That gives me an idea.
What now? Hey, why did you say that so close to me?
He called me an idiot, he did. He said, oh, that's not gonna work. There's no reset buttons in life. Yeah, I'll show him. Haha. Hello, good sir. I am Timbertaft.
Dude, I already said you weren't on the list, alright?
Perhaps you haven't noticed the red of my attire.
What?
As you can see, I'm very much red.
But that doesn't mean you're
It is perhaps your favorite color, as some would say.
You think because you're wearing my favorite color, I'm gonna let you in even though you're not on the list?
We're all friends.
You're an idiot.
Sans is an interesting character. If you confront him in the hallway and you ran a neutral or pacifist ending, you won't have to fight him and he'll let you pass. An interesting thing that you can do to him though is close your game at this exact moment and reload the save prior to speaking with him. I think you might have gone a little overkill. When you finally make it back to Sans, he's going to talk to you a little bit about what he talked before, but then he's gonna catch on a little bit. He's gonna notice the fact that it seems like it looks like you've already been through this. So as to ease the boredom that was on your so ever expressive face, Sans decides that he's going to have you go back again. This time though, he's gonna give you a secret code. If you tell him the secret code on your next arrival, he's gonna give you the keys to his bedroom. We're rich, Moomin. Do you know how much we can rent out real estate in Snowdon for? We're gonna be millionaires. We're gonna be selling to like 5 people that live down here, but we'll be millionaires. Here comes the secret. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's dark in here. I'll be honest, I don't know why I expected the lights to be on. I should have known that Sans was very eco-friendly. Alright, so we finally made it into Sans' room, and if you ignore the giant spinning tornado of physics-defying objects, there's nothing of particular interest here. No, this isn't the real secret. The real secret is in the shed, behind Sans' house, which the key also happens to unlock. And when you go downstairs, you'll not only find a picture from the end of the game that Sans, for some reason, has in his possession, but there's also a time machine. And the blueprints to make it. Not that it matters, none of this stuff actually affects the game in any way, shape, or form. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like.
One's in our number 1 spot. There is evidence of another being in Undertale that hasn't been discovered. His name is W.D. Gaster, also known as Winged Gaster, and subsequently believed to be one of the third brothers to Papyrus and Sans. This is evidenced by the blueprints written in symbols that you cannot identify in Sans' basement. Blueprints for the time machine. Gaster has a message that can be found in the game's code that is written in wingdings. When translated, it says this. It is believed that all of Sans' powers come from Gaster's inventions. This power is so extensive that even if the player attempts to break the game, Sans will stop them with an error message, informing them that they couldn't have arrived at the ending that they reached through normal means. It's all been accounted for. You will have a bad time.
Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can click on the giant video that's now in front of you to be taken to a playlist of my other videos where you can see other stuff just like this one. If not, you can go ahead and hit the like button underneath this video to show how much you enjoyed it, or you can even leave a comment letting me know what you thought about it. If you want to help support the channel, please click on the giant subscribe button now. It helps a ton, trust me. Also, you can go to my Twitter, Facebook, or Twitch pages, all links down in the description below, to be taken to them respectively, and support me on those platforms as well. Well, that's all I got to say. Thank you everybody for watching. See you next time.